I have one really important tip for you when it comes to having success with raised beds. And I'm sharing this with you because I've had a number of followers ask me, what are you using for fertilizer? Because your vegetables are crazy this year. The question should be, what did you put in your beds to begin with? Because your vegetables are crazy this year. It's so important that when you build raised beds, or even if you're putting in a vegetable garden without a raised bed, that you fill it with the richest, most organic, nutrient-rich soil you can find and you can afford. It's kind of like this. Kind of think of your bed that you sleep in. You can spend money on fancy sheets, pillowcases, pillows, fluffy pillows, blankets, yum, 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 all that good stuff. But if your mattress sucks, it doesn't matter what you put on it, you're not gonna have a good night's sleep. Same thing with your gardens. If your dirt sucks that you're planting your plants in, it doesn't matter what kind of fertilizer you use, you're not gonna have great success. Does that make sense? I hope so. So we put our raised beds in a year ago, and the first year, look, you're gonna spend time and money filling those beds. It's worth it. When we built the raised beds, we did a multi-layer approach, and you can get more tips on this anywhere online. But the first layer, we put the beds right on top of the grass. Then we did a layer of logs. That helps fill in some of the space to save you some money on soil, and it helps with aeration, and those logs will break down into nice organic material. Then we added some soil from around our garden, some native soil, and then I brought in about 4 yards of very rich organic planting soil that I bought from a local landscape center. So just call your landscape center and see what they have. This stuff is so good. I grew up in central Pennsylvania in cow farm country, and that's what it smelled like. I was like, oh, take me home, country roads, back to central PA. So very rich with manure and other good organic ingredients. Then I did a layer of Coast of Maine raised bed soil. Again, kelp, seaweed, put that on top, zhuzh it all together. And that is why we're having great success with our raised beds. We had good success year one, we're having even more success year two. Year two, when I planted the beds, all I did was added another fresh layer of that Coast of Maine raised bed soil and zhuzhed that in. So, do I fertilize? Yes, but not often. After I plant my vegetables, and I've got peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers in there, Swiss chard and kale, and radishes. I let everything sit and get happy for about 3 weeks. I don't add anything to it except water if needed. 3 weeks in, I started using this. It's a tomato blossom set spray, and I do this about every week to 10 days. It contains a plant hormone found in nature that promotes blossom set and fruit development, increases yields. Never used this before. We'll see how it goes, so I'm experimenting with this year. Spray it right on the foliage. Then every twice so far, I have been using, I fill my watering can with 2 capfuls of this Neptune Harvest fish and seaweed fertilizer, and then 1 capful of this cow mag from Fox Farm. And this is supposed to help with blossom end rot and tip burn. Calcium and magnesium help strengthen cell walls, aid in fruit development, helping you avoid the costly and frustrating deficiencies that cause these problems. Again, I've never used this stuff before. I used this last year and it worked really well. I've added this to it. So I do 2 caps of this in a gallon of water and 1 cap, and I just put them in together. I've done that twice, 2 weeks apart. So that's what I'm doing this year. I'll keep you posted. Subscribe to the channel and we'll see how things go and grow. So far, we're having a lot of success. But again, #1 tip, don't worry so much about this. Worry first about the soil and what you're planting your plants in. Thanks for hanging out with me. Talk later. Bye.